Let's try this again. I just realized that I had my mic on mute and you have not heard a single thing that I have said. I am so sorry. So instead of 9 minutes, I'm going to try to make this quick. Good morning. Happy Monday. It is time for just a word from the Word where you can actually hear me. Our passage this morning comes from the book of Genesis, chapter 22, verse 14. I will delete the other live. That's so crazy. I'm so sorry. Here's what Genesis 22:14 says in the English Standard Version. So Abraham called the name of that place, "The Lord will provide," as it is said to this day, "On the mount of the Lord it shall be provided." Let me very quickly run through the story of Genesis 22. God tells Abraham, "Take your son and go and sacrifice him on the place that I tell you to." And Abraham does. 3 days journey, takes his son, he takes wood, he takes fire, he takes a donkey, he takes a couple servants. They head out, they get to Mount Moriah. Abraham shockingly, surprisingly, says to his son, "We're going to go," and says to the servants, "We're going to go worship. Y'all stay here. We are coming back." Always blows my mind. Always blows my mind. And so Abraham, Isaac, they get to the top of Mount Moriah, and Abraham binds Isaac. That's actually how Jewish scholars named this particular story. They call it the binding of Isaac. Abraham binds Isaac hand and foot, lays him on the altar, and begins to sacrifice. Isaac. The angel of the Lord stops him. My mind, Isaac weeps out of relief, Abraham's weak need. And they see a ram in the thicket. God had sent a replacement sacrifice. And so that's what they do. They sacrifice that ram. Abraham calls that place, "The Lord will provide." As I was going through Genesis 22 this morning, I was struck not by the first part of that verse, but the second part. Sometimes reading scripture in a different translation kind of helps bring some things out. And I'm going through the Bible this year in the New Living Translation. Don't judge me. I just want to see things from a different perspective. And so I read it in the English Standard Version because it's about the best explanation. But let me read that second part again. As it is said to this day, on the mount of the Lord it shall be provided. Here's your word from the Word. This is really bad for a Monday. Okay. So sorry. Please don't kill me. Please don't be mad. In church circles, if somebody's on the mountaintop, that's a place of victory. That's a place of rejoicing. That's a place where everything is great and grand. Scripturally, I don't see that. We think of valleys, the low spots, the low points in our lives. We compare those to valleys, and the high spots, high places in our lives where things are going wonderful. We compare those to mountaintop experiences, and that's not always the case. Abraham and Isaac were on the mountain, but it was a place of sacrifice. It was a place where dreams went to go die. It's a place where your faith is tested. There comes a time in all of our lives where we have to go to that mountain of Moriah. Scholars believe that that's the same mountain where Jesus was crucified. We have to go to that mountain. And like Abraham laid all of his dreams, all of his hopes on the altar, you and I are called to do the same. And be willing to lay it all down before the Lord because God asked you to. There always comes times, and it's not just a one-time thing. I have found there have been multiple times where the Lord has asked me to lay down my dreams, to lay down my hopes, to lay down my plans before Him. I've done it, crying. It hurts. But here's what I've seen in my life, and here's what I see in Scripture, and here's your word. Every time I lay down my hopes and my dreams, because the Lord has asked me to, that opens the door for the Lord to miraculously provide and to bring clarity and resurrection to His dreams, His plans in our lives. And so, should the Lord be asking you to lay down your dreams, your plans, your hopes, do it. Because that will become a place, a mountain of provision for you. It will take you to a deeper place spiritually. It will take you to a deeper place in your relationship with the Lord. Lay it all down. It's not easy. It may take a while. Death is hard. Death to dreams is hard. But when God calls you, do it. He'll provide in ways that you can never even imagine. Go to the mountain of provision. There's blessing there, even in the sacrifice. This has been just a word from the Word. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow with my mic on the whole time. God bless you.